In this video, you'll learn how to gain an edge in the crypto market with Maxdata.app. You'll discover how to navigate the platform and utilize its key features. Let's start with platform navigation. Later in the video, we'll go into more detail on how to use each function. On the left-hand menu, you can switch between different sections. Max Terminal is the core hub for on-chain metrics and advanced charting. This is also where you set up alerts and automations. Max Order Book lets you track buy and sell orders for a given cryptocurrency, helping you identify key support and resistance levels. As mentioned earlier, Max Terminal is where you track various on-chain metrics and set alerts or automations. At the heart of Max Terminal is the chart. On the left-hand side, you'll find technical analysis tools. You can add trend lines, shapes, and adjust colors or transparency, measure price changes, or plan your trading positions. Customize the charts however you like. Move them up or down, or zoom in full screen using this button or by double-clicking on the chart. To adjust the chart appearance, right-click and go to Settings. Enable grid lines for better readability, change colors, labels, backgrounds, and more. The only limit is your imagination. At the top of the chart, there's a search bar. Just type in the cryptocurrency or metric you want to analyze. To the right, you can adjust the time frame and mark favorite intervals with a star for quick access. You can also switch between different chart views. Click the plus icon to compare multiple charts, either overlaying them or displaying them separately. You can also customize added charts however you like. To add an indicator, use the Function X button or press the slash key on your keyboard. If you want ready-made charts, click Load Chart Layout. For example, you can instantly access a stablecoin reserve metric chart. You can also create and save custom charts for future use. The advantage that Maxdata.app offers is not only the ability to create alerts for any metric, but more importantly, the ability to combine multiple alerts into so-called pro alerts. I'll explain what pro alerts are in just a moment. But first, let me show you how easy it is to set up alerts. To add an alert, right-click on the chart and select Create Alert. Make sure you're setting it for the correct metric, for example, BSP1. Choose the condition type and metric value. I'll set it to trigger when it drops below -0.25. Define the time interval and notification frequency. Customize the alert name and select notification channels: SMS, phone, email, Telegram, or browser alerts. Once you're done, click Save and Run. For detailed instructions on Pro Alerts, check out our dedicated video. Links are in the description. On the right-hand menu, you'll find the altcoin ranking, which can be resized and moved with the slider. Using this ranking, you can identify which cryptocurrencies have the highest buying pressure and are most likely to increase in value in the next few hours. Click on the buying pressure column to sort descending. This will bring altcoins with the highest buying pressure to the top. For example, Nexo is currently ranking high. Click on its symbol and its chart will open with the corresponding buying and selling pressure metrics. Green walls indicate demand zones, while red walls correspond with resistance levels. Hover over different points in the order book to see where these orders are positioned on the chart. Right-click to quickly set an alert at a specific price level. If the order book is invisible, check if you need to expand it using the slider. If you closed it, simply click on the crypto name again or search for it. You can freely add various metrics to the ranking, things like market cap, circulating supply, price change, or technical indicators. To remove a specific metric, right-click on its column and select Delete. An additional advantage offered by the Maxdata.app ranking is the ability to sort coins based on technical indicators, such as the stock RSI. You can freely sort and filter the columns in the ranking, and your settings are automatically saved for later. This allows you to create your own custom rankings, which you can always access instantly. For example, let's sort our ranking to show only coins with buying pressure greater than 50% and a stock RSI below 45. Now, let's sort this ranking by buying pressure. This way, you can much more quickly find coins that you might want to speculate on. Under the newspaper icon in the right-hand menu, you'll find AI-curated news from online portals. Blue equals positive news, red equals negative news, gray equals neutral. Each news item shows which cryptocurrency it relates to and when it was published. Click Context to generate a summary of the article if you don't want to read the full text. Wait for a while until the system generates it. It usually takes a few seconds. Hover over or click on an article to see its impact on the chart. You can also search for news based on keywords or specific altcoins. For example, I typed Solana to only see news related to this altcoin. To learn how to find news that actually moves the market, watch our dedicated video, link in the description. Under the globe icon, you'll find Public Pro Alerts. To copy a Public Pro Alert, simply click Subscribe to receive notifications when it's triggered. You can also create and share your own Pro Alerts with friends or followers on social media. Affiliate links are built into Pro Alerts, so you can earn rewards when people subscribe through your link. To publish a Pro Alert, open the list of your Pro Alerts by clicking on the clock icon. Click the 3 dots on an alert and select the globe icon. Set the name and description, then click Publish. Now you can copy a link and share with your friends or followers. Your friends can subscribe for free, but without a Maxdata.app subscription, they won't receive full notifications. Below, you'll also find your alert history and a list of recent backtests. Hovering over the backtest tile, you can see when your alert would have been triggered in the past and how the price of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency behaved after it was triggered. Backtests make it easy to check whether our investment strategy would have worked in the past and if it can make us profits in the future. To understand backtests better, check out a full tutorial on our YouTube channel. Link is in the description. Now, let's talk about trading automations, which allow you to automatically buy and sell crypto based on your Pro Alerts. To set up an automation, first, connect your Binance API keys to Maxdata.app. Go to Binance, Settings, then choose API Management. Generate a new API key. Choose the system-generated one. Make sure spot and margin trading are turned on. Now copy your API keys and paste them on Maxdata.app. Now, let's create our first trading automation. First, set up a buy trigger. For example, a public alert for stablecoins flow to exchanges and high buying pressure. Choose which cryptocurrencies to buy when the alert is triggered. For example, Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. You can also choose top altcoins from the buying pressure ranking. For example, let's choose top 5. If the alert was triggered right now, the system would buy these 5 coins, excluding stablecoins. Choose how much of your capital you want to allocate. For example, let's choose 20%. You can also add safety filters, such as don't buy if the coin has increased by 2% in the last 4 hours. In the Sell tab, you have multiple options. For example, sell when a Pro Alert signals a potential Bitcoin drop due to high selling pressure. We can also set a simple profit target, let's say 5%. Another option is using a trailing stop loss. Let's say we set activation at 10% with a trailing stop of 3%. If the price rises by 20%, then drops by 30%, the system still locks in a 17% profit. We can also set a classic stop loss. Once everything is configured, click Create Your Bot. Let's talk about tokenomics and lifetime access. The goal of Maxdata.app is to build tools that provide an edge in speculation and trading on the cryptocurrency market. The long-term roadmap ultimately envisions Maxdata.app evolving into a full-fledged exchange. Currently, access to the features discussed is available through a subscription, but in the future, the most advanced features, such as automations using neural networks, will be reserved for a select group of users who hold a sufficient number of the project's tokens. For example, by holding 106,000 MXD tokens, you gain the highest level of access to all platform features for life, known as lifetime access. The challenge, however, is that acquiring such a large number of tokens is becoming increasingly expensive with each passing month, as the token price rises and the supply decreases with every new funding round for the platform. That's why it's worth securing your lifetime access now, before the next price increase of several dozen %. Why else is it worth owning MXD tokens, and what possibilities do they offer? A detailed video on this topic will also be released soon. That was an introduction to Maxdata.app. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments.